video on quite a lot of places, and the reason why we're going to be posting this video on a lot of places because this proves that a fellow by the name of Fernando Gonzalez, his YouTube channel is Crow1176, and he has been committing a lot of fraud against not only our products but other products. That anything that comes into his environment, he automatically just messes with it, tampers with it to try to make his product look good. There's actually another YouTuber who goes into explaining how he went against another company, and in this company he did a fake demonstration. He basically slandered the company to try to make the company look bad to make his product look good. Now, what proof or evidence do we have of this? Well, we have quite a lot. All right, so right here in this video, he posts that this is supposed to be a 38 Black Widow. Now, keep in mind, this is an individual who has never, ever purchased our product. He actually makes these accusations as he has to purchase these products from other individuals, and this is how he's able to obtain our products. Keep in mind, we have never denied him, not ever, of being able to order from us, and we have asked him multiple times to come in and buy the products. So he said he did this demonstration on an Optima P2 4K projector. The customer who just displayed his video is using a 1400 lumen projector. Mind you, the Optima P2 is 3000 lumens. The projector the customer is displaying is 1400. He's using it in a fully lit environment, sitting right next to a window, and he's doing the display. If you notice in Crow's video, or Fernando Gonzalez, which is his real name, you will notice that he's in a dark environment doing this demonstration. And again, if this is supposed to be our product, there is no way in the world that's going to have ever pulled up on 250 inches outside. But let's show you right here. Now, that's getting back to the point where we can't order from him. So the reason why we can't order from him is because he's afraid to ship out the product. We've been through this multiple times. We have to go through other people to purchase because this particular individual can't back his product. And because of this, we have received, even after receiving emails from him stating that we could buy these products. But to our surprise, no, you can't buy them, due to the fact that he is afraid, because he knows at the end of the day that the products don't work. And we're over here, we're going to test this product against house paint, screen paint, stuff like that, different products, to make sure that his product is legit and actually working. But you'll see here in the video here, I'm going to bring it up a little bit right there. As you can see right there, this is the email that was sent to us. So you can see that we try to purchase this products down here for testing. And in the results, we do everything we buy. We make sure the packages are sealed. There's seals on the containers. The boxes are new. Everything. We don't want anything down here with any open containers, unopened seals, because that is not a proper review. In his demonstrations, every last container either was open or some kind of seal we put around it that's not ours at the end of the day, faking his demonstrations, committing fraud on this YouTube channel. So right here, this is an email we've received from him telling us that we could buy whatever we wanted. And the reason why we received this email, as I said before, we had a customer go in and purchase the product, and he got terrified. He went in and canceled the order from the customer from making a second order, and he got terrified, decided to send us this email to say, hey, look, buy what you want. You don't have to worry about it. You can go through me, such and such and so. We went in, we got the email. He sent us a link to us to check out the link, which we got right here. There's the link right there. All right. And then as we go in, he sends us this real nasty messages, telling us to be a man for the first time in our life, buy with confidence, I'm a professional, all this nonsense he puts in there. So what was the result of that? Well, we put the first order in, the order got canceled. All of them got canceled. All 15 orders were canceled right from the door, which means Crow is the kind of person that will say something but will not follow through. As I said before in the last video, he can't follow through. So these are the multiple cancellations that we received from him, some with little nasty messages attached to him, very unprofessional, just him carrying on, just being who he is at the end of the day. And as you see, cancel order after cancel order after cancel order. Now, we tried to give him the benefit of the doubt because I would rather prefer going in and ordering the product directly from him. So that way we don't have to go through the headache of basically, it's not a headache, but it takes time for us to have it shipped to one customer and have it shipped to us. It'd be a lot more easier, but we can't do that either because he's not an honest person. So in the middle of a conversation we had with him on YouTube about him basically shipping us the product, he makes an accusation. Oh, I'm going to ship it to you. Don't worry about it. So and so and so. We knew automatically from the door he was going to commit something dirty because he's not a very honest person. So instead of us shipping us to Cinemax, he ships us black paint. That's what he ships over to it. Then takes a knife, punctures a hole in the side of it so it can leak in the container. This is where we have actually in the process of filing for mail fraud against this individual for committing mail fraud. And there's his name, his signature. He signed right there on the package, right there. Not a very smart move. Over here on PayPal, you can clearly see that where we filed our PayPal complaint against him, we won our claim. It was decided in our favor. So that's the reason why we can't go to him and buy anything. So let's get back to this right here, what Paul says right here. So again, we have asked him multiple times, if you're going to do reviews against our products, buy directly from us. The reason why those orders never went through, and this has been going on since last week, about 50 replies asking him to buy the product. The reason why he will not buy the product and he will never buy the product because he can't basically fake the demonstration. He can't open it up. He can't mix it with whatever he wants. He can't do any of that at all, period. Now, what proof do we have that he's committing these fraud? Well, here we go. Let me show you some right here. This right here is supposed to be, this is supposed to be a 38 Black Widow. As he has titled at the bottom of the video. Let me go a little farther down so you can see there he is, Crow1176. So you can see that this is his channel. This is supposed to be our product. This is supposed to be a 38 Black Widow. How it really looks on a Optima P2 4K projector, right? So let's take a look at this video, how dark this is supposed to come up. Compared to the customer who's over there displaying it on 1400 lumens. And let's get some sound in here so we can get his voice. Oh, I think we're connected. What unit are we connected to in here? We're hooked to the computer, are we not? No, we're not. Oh, we're hooked to the computer. All right. We definitely have a direct sound bar. I was wondering if I was hooked up or not. It's like, yeah, we're definitely hooked up. Let's see why we don't have any sound in here. We should be getting some sound somewhere. Let's see what's going on here. Check at the bottom. We have here 100%. Sounds coming through. I think it's a little weird sometimes. Oh, sound bars are not on. Ooh, dun dun dun. Okay, let me pause right here. Let's come out of here. Let's come right there. Let's go check the sound bars. All right, so I got to go back. We got another video playing in the background. We got the customers who just posted his. Post his right there. Let's go over here and let's see Crow's video. Now, mind you, this is on his channel, as we showed you. He is using an Optima P2 projector 4K. Now, to show you, this is the individual's channel right here. Now, he's been committing fraud for quite some time. There are a few YouTubers out there who have caught him committing these evil deeds against people's products at the end of the day. And yes, we are in the process of filing multiple lawsuits against him for these particular actions. But I'm going to show you, this is supposed to be our product right here. This is what he claimed he got from a customer, but yet this is an individual who still has not placed an order directly through our website, and we are still waiting for those orders to come through. As I said before, he's known for talking a lot of trash and not backing it up.
And I just don't want that to happen no more, right? So let's check it out and see what we not focus and you know what? When you do a live demonstration tends to brighten everything up. And I just don't want that to happen no more, right? So let's check it out and see what we get, right?
Let's go back to what he was saying.
Made, and I sent him as the Cinemax at the time, right? The Cinemax is in the background, the original Cinemax. And we're gonna do a demo, and I wanted to do it like this because there's no tampering with the ISO. There's no, in the way that, you know, I have it in autofocus, and you know what, when you do a live demonstration, the live demonstration tends to brighten everything up. And I just don't want that to happen no more, right? So let's check it out and see what we get, right?
A live demonstration happens to brighten everything up. It's a live demonstration. You're being real time, real time. But this is supposed to be our product. So we're sending this over to the lawyers today. We're submitting it to their email today, along with the rest of the stuff. Now, mind, if you notice the environment is dark, as you can see, he's in a dark environment, number one. Number two, he's using a P2 projector, which is around 3,000 lumens short throw.
Look at the colors. Look at your greens. And I just did a live demonstration earlier, guys. And I was telling people, this is what I'm actually looking at. Live, this is what I'm looking at. There's nothing special. The ISO on his phone is so high that it makes it look brighter than what it is. And it's just misleading people, man. And this is just a simple review. This is my opinion. You get it as whatever you want to get it at the end. If you want to buy it, go ahead, buy it, see for yourself. But be aware that you will not, and I repeat, will not get your money back. All right? So you've been warned. You've been warned.
Now, mind you, this is coming from an individual that, again, has a shipping policy that's set up to cater to him. And his shipping policy clearly says that you do not get any money back. You do not get a return, no fix, no nothing. If it lands on your property, it's yours. All right. But let me show you something. Now, this is the customer who just posted his demonstration. The customer here is using a 1400 lumen projector, fully lit environment. It's an LG HF60LA. This is his demonstration. I have to mute this because he's playing some copyrighted music and I can't play that. But this is his demonstration. That is his projector right there, the LG. There is E38 Black Widow as he posted. And that's his environment. So how is it possible that a customer here is displaying in a fully lit environment, much more like you have in your environment? He's using a projector that's only 1400 lumens, ultra short throw. You have a 3000 lumen projector at that, and that image is pulling up with no problem whatsoever. Clearly shows that you have committed fraud on your YouTube channel. And again, I'm going to put another fellow down here who basically went into a rant. He was very upset because Crow slandered a company. It was a very small company. And this company, we've had it over here. We had their products over here. The product's good, but it just doesn't compare to what we have over here. But it's a good product. But Crow deliberately slandered that company to make his product look good. And that guy hit the nail on the hammer when he sat there and said that this individual will do anything to anybody's product to make his product look good. And that's what Crow does at the end of the day. That's the kind of person that he is. So this is the reason why all those reviews he's done against our product, those false demonstrations, when we asked him to buy the product, he will not buy the product from the website. This is why he's refused to do it. If you've already done a review against our product, and that's what you claim that's what our product's supposed to be, what is the holdup? Where's the orders at? Because as you can see on our end, we don't have a problem with placing orders and getting the merchandise down here. The problem we have is we can't get it from him because he commits these frauds where we get products coming in with black paint, we get products coming in where orders are being canceled. This is what we go through. So you explain how this customer is sitting there, and this customer saw that review. He was upset by it. You tick off a lot of people at the end of the day. People who buy our products, people we do business with, now there's other people you tick off at the end of the day. This is why you will never go any farther in life, and you will never go because people see you for who you are. You get on camera, you lie, you manipulate, you mislead, you basically falsify people's products. And then when this comes up, the first thing he's going to scream, oh, this is a fake demonstration, it's not real. Now, I can guarantee you one thing at the end of the day, your product didn't match house paint. We all seen that. Everybody saw that. Even your followers, even though they might sit there and deny and say, no, it hasn't, they even deep down inside know what they saw. We tested it over here. When I bring a product over here, it is sealed in the box. The containers are sealed and we show proof of purchase. This is very important when you do demonstrations. No one can accuse you of tampering with the product when you do this. This is why if anyone shipped me a TV, whatever it is, they want me to test, everything has to be sealed up. I can't do it unopened. You don't do it that way. But we noticed when a fellow was we were having a conversation with somebody and we are saying, you notice that anytime this guy's done a review, it's always an open container. And the reason why is because either he's going to print out the label, and he can't print out the label on the black ones because they're really, really dark. They're hard to pick up. So he can't do it that way. They claim they got it from somebody else. And you're saying we don't refund people? Are you kidding me? I just did 3 upgrades on 3 screens. And not only that, we've actually have a history of shipping out product back to customers that if they don't like it, we ship them out. We're the only ones who have a snail mail policy anywhere. No one has that. Our policy for our return is actually quite amazing. Compared to what I've seen on your page is quite a bit of a nightmare for your customers. So the sad thing about it is, it's the fact that you get on YouTube, you're a grown man, a family man at that, married with kids. You get on YouTube and you commit these acts of fraud, and you tell people that, oh, this, that, and that, and I wouldn't buy it. This is the reason why Fernando Gonzalez has multiple lawsuits over top him right now. This is the reason why. Because he'll get on YouTube, he'll use his channel, he'll use his platform to commit fraud against other people's products. Now, let me see this right here. I'm sure here, Fernando. That's not Fernando. Hector. Oh yeah, and by the way, Hector, thank you so much for the demonstration. We appreciate it over here. Like I said, for backing our company. Like I said, at the end of the day, it's a shame when you work hard. I mean, you really work hard all your life to build something and design something and to make something. And you got individuals like this who basically carry themselves in this way at the end of the day. This is a very hateful individual who cannot stand if anyone's product is better than his, can't stand it, and will do anything he can to slander someone's work at the end of the day. And again, 1400 lumen LG projector in the demonstration, and he's in the dark with a 3000 lumen P2 projector. I need to find, while we're in here, the fellow here. And again, we are still waiting for your order. We're still waiting. We've been asking him every day to place the order, and he has not placed the order yet. See, like I said, Fernando is the kind of person that will say something to look good on camera, but will never initially follow through. We're going to make sure you follow through on this. We're going to ask you over and over again to place the order. You do not do any more reviews against my product unless you place the order. I do not want to see an order with somebody else's name on it. I want to see it with your name and your address attached to it. Because I guarantee you next month you will see, well, you can't see my address because, again, we tried it already. We have tried to place orders and he has canceled all of them. So we can't do that. Sad, but we can't, because it would be much easier. You have no idea. It would be much easier just to have the package at the front door and I can set up and do the demonstrations, but we have to wait for it to go through another channel to get to us because that's what we have to go through. And it's gotten to the point now that when we have customers place these orders, only one customer can place the order. We can't have him do one going and do 2 orders because he goes through his orders and he figures out, okay, that person placed an order, let me cancel his order. And that's what happened. Customer came in, they got the Metallica mix for us, we got it shipped over. He wanted a second time to get the Cinemax. Crow caught him, canceled his order. That sounds kind of sad when you say it that way. He caught him and canceled the order. So I don't know what's the point of sending us emails like this telling us that we can order whatever we want. And keep in mind, people, he does have a habit of going into Karen calls, which means he'll send you stuff like this till you buy whatever you want. This is what we got. And then he'll go on his channel and say, oh, they're harassing me, they're this, they're that, and the other. They want my product so bad. No, we want your product over here for testing. That's it. That's what we want it over here for testing, review, product review. That's what we're trying to do. Well, we can't do that because you keep canceling orders on us. So, you send us emails like this, telling us to buy whatever we want. You're a professional, and then you do stuff like this where you start canceling orders. And if that's not the part of the half of the nightmare, you can't trust this individual, but this nonsense over here. This is your product right here. That's your signature on the bag right there. Even through a transaction online of talking to him, of basically sending the, mind you, that's recording, sending the product over us for us to test it out. He sends us black paint. And not only black paint, he punctured a hole in the side of it so it would leak. That doesn't look good. That's why we actually filed another charge against you for mail fraud. And there is a claim over here by PayPal who won in our favor. So he's not a very honest person. Not one to be trusted. So I'm going to go over here real quick. We need to pull up, see if we can find this guy real quick. I think we have him in one of the accounts we did a video on the cancel orders right here. It's a test on gunmetal. Yeah, I told you, it's a shame, but this is how he is. You know, he doesn't like it. If anyone else is doing better than him, he can't stand it. Drives him crazy. You've got to see, we're going to show you one of the countless emails and text messages, all kinds of stuff. He found out we're over on Instagram. He started carrying on over there. We've got pictures where he made fake pages, used our copyrighted logos without permission. I mean, all kinds of stuff. Very, very angry individual. Let's see, I want to go get this one right here. Now, this video will be posted today, not just here, on the several forum sites that we sit at right now. Oh, let's see if we can figure out where this total is at on here. Let me see. Sorry about that, people. I think it's it here. Here. We have to figure out what's that. I don't want to waste too much time in this video. But yeah, we want to find that fellow who got upset with him about over how he committed fraud. And for him to sit there and lie and say, oh, a live demonstration. Buddy, it's a live demonstration. You can't get any realer than that. Pre-recorded, on the other hand, can be manipulated. That's the problem with pre-recorded videos. You can manipulate those, but you can't pre-record. You can't. A pre-record is always something with them too, at the end of the day. And no, we have not received any orders from either one of them at all. Period. Not one. One claims it's hard to get our stuff. It's not hard, Partey or Danny. You can come place an order today if you want, but we haven't seen your orders either. And Crow, we are still waiting for your orders to go through, and you haven't placed one order yet, which we can't figure out why. If you claim you have done it, we've had this conversation in forum sites. I said, well, if these claims he's done all these reviews against your products, why is he waiting so long to place the order? Because he never did a review, and he never had the real stuff at the end of the day. Do you have any idea how bad that would make him look if he brings in an actual, real 38 Black Widow and it doesn't do exactly as it did in all his video demonstrations? That would be that'd be really hard to explain. So that will never happen. But again, thank you for the customer who was nice enough to come in and give us that information, show off on his 1400 lumen projector at that. I'm going to come in, I'm going to find that video, put it up for you guys, put the link at the bottom because I don't want to waste too much time here. We got a nice sunny day going on right now. I got to mount the projector to my deck right now. But that just shows you at the end of the day, you know, how deceitful people can be when they're jealous over somebody else's product. And there you go right there. Proof is in the pudding. Look below. This is what he has in the caption right there. This is supposed to be a 38 Black Widow. This is supposed to be on a P2 projector. There's his channel right there, Crow1176. And he's been committing nothing but fraud in his channels. A lot of people have been committing fraud. He committed fraud against the, the Dark Star 9. That demonstration was never done correctly. Never done correctly at all, period. Now, again, like I said before, if you're going to review our products, you buy directly through us. We don't want to hear, oh, I got it from a friend. We don't want to hear that. We want sealed containers. We want it in the box. We look exactly the same way when we ship it out to our customers. But let's go back and listen to what he said again.
The Cinemax at the time, right? The Cinemax is in the background, the original Cinemax. And we're going to do a demo. And I wanted to do it like this because there's no tampering with the ISO. There's no, in the way that, you know, I have it in autofocus. And you know what? When you do a live demonstration, the live demonstration tends to brighten everything up. And I just don't want that to happen no more, right? So let's check it out and see what we get, all right?
Now again, have your attorney contact us because as I said before, you're going to have to lawyer up. You have multiple lawsuits that are coming at you. Man, it's a shame how, you know, people just don't learn. And yes, you can sue with some for slander. It's funny, it's interesting how we have people contact us and say, you don't know what you're talking about. Well, would you like to have this conversation with the lawyer? Or you don't want to talk to one of the lawyers? Okay.
And I just did a live demonstration earlier, guys. And I was telling people, this is what I'm actually looking at. Live, this is what I'm looking at. There's nothing special. The ISO on his phone.
Now, which is interesting, what I find here is the fact that he just said a few minutes ago that live is no good, but he just said he did a live demonstration and the product looked so and so and so. But yeah, again, as you're going on talking, you explain why that customer is showing that demonstration on a projector that's lower than yours in lumens, and he's in a fully lit environment. Mind you, he's in the dark.
So high that it makes it look brighter than what it is. And it's just misleading people, man. And this is just a simple review. This is my opinion. You get it as whatever you want to get it at the end. If you want to buy it, go ahead, buy it, see for yourself. But be aware that you will not, and I repeat, will not get your money back. All right? So you've been warned. You've been warned. I just don't want to hear you guys like tear up about it later on and, hey man, you know, I just lost $500, $200, you know, yeah, that's what you get. So just be aware. That's why I'm doing these videos. No tampering with it. No nothing. That's how bright the Cinemax is, guys. Depending on the projector that you have, and we're using a 4K projector. So, in his words, if a 720p looks as good as a 4K, now imagine a 4K. Well, I don't have to imagine. I do have a 4K, and guess what, bud? It's horrible. Horrible picture. You can see for yourself. There's no tampering with it. There's nothing. Just to prove to you that real fast, let me put this piece of black paper right here. All right? Just right there. And you will see that there's no tampering with it. All right? Because it doesn't match the black. It won't match the black. Just to let you know. Look how much brightness.
Now, he said it doesn't match the black. Black paint matches black paint. Black paint doesn't match our technology. And the thing about that too also, Fernando, which you don't understand, is the fact that if you had the real product up there, which you do not have it, there's no way in the world the screen would have ever come up that dark. And the reason why is because, again, you are using a 3000 lumen laser 4K projector where the customer here, who just displayed today, is using a 1400 lumen projector, and he's doing this in a fully lit environment. Much more light than you have in your environment, and that screen is displaying with no problem whatsoever. So if it came up as dark as you said it did, there's no way in the world a 1400 lumen projector would ever be to pull that screen, especially with the lighting that we're using right now. What he's using right now, it'd be virtually impossible. So how do you explain this? You can't explain this because you went in, you took black paint, and that's how black paint reacts. Our screens come up under black paint. If you lay it against our screen, it comes up that dark because black paint doesn't register under our technology. And another big mistake you made is the 38 Black Widow has a special shade of black to it. It doesn't match black paint. Black paint comes off a different shade than a 38. If they both match together, there'd be an issue there because they don't match. But as you can see right here, clearly enough, customer right here is showing off a 1400 lumen projector, fully lit environment, 100-inch screen, and the screen is displaying with no problem. On Fernando Gonzalez's side, for some reason, at a P2, a 4K projector is produced, can't see the image, it's coming up too dark, it's not matching. So how is that possible? And he's right next to a window. .38 Black Widow, 1400 lumen projector. That's the model number of his projector. And there he is in his home sitting next to an open window. You know why my customers always test my products the way I do it? I do a demonstration with an open window. They do demonstrations with open windows. So I take screens outside, they take them outside. Your customers don't do that. Your customer screens, they wash out. That is not a washed out image. And again, he's at 1400, which I'm quite shocked because in our specification sheet, we say 1500 and he did it at 1400. No, we say 1,000. No, sorry, we got it at 1,000. 1,000. My bad. We did 1,000. But he's at 1,400. All right, people, that's basically about it. I got to get the post in this everywhere so we can show this off. Again, like I said, the reason why none of your reviews can be trusted because you constantly commit fraud all the time on your channel. Not only do you slander me, but you slander other people at the end of the day, and you are a person that's not to be trusted. Until then, as I said before, we'll be seeing you in court shortly. We have multiple lawsuits against Crow. It's not just one; it's multiple lawsuits. There's also a couple of criminal charges also being taken care of also too, but we can't get into that right now. Let me see what else I have to say from here. We're done from there. Oh yeah, we got good weather. We're going outside on the 250 today, which I'm happy. I can't wait to be back on that screen. But again, this is what you have to deal with in business. I mean, like I said, does it upset me a little bit? Yeah, a little bit doesn't upset me because I'm human. But at the end of the day, you have to realize that this is what you have to go through in business. You're going to have somebody that's going to always hate you for what you do, whether it be business, whether you be the first person at work and you work harder than everybody else, whether you have a perfect lawn, whatever it's going to be in life. If you got something that you put your hard work into and you know it's better, you're always going to have that hater in the background that's going to hate what you do at the end of the day. The wonderful thing about haters is busting them and exposing them for who they are at the end of the day. And I'm so happy for the customer for sending in this video demonstration. Thank you so much, Hector. We really appreciate it. And for showing you that our product does work at the end of the day. As for you, Fernando Gonzalez, you're a sad individual at the end of the day. The fact that you got out there and lied and committed fraud on your platform like that is absolutely kind of messed up. I will have my attorneys contact YouTube's, I think their legal department, so we can go from there on getting some things removed. All right, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the demonstration. You know, like I said, it's sad, but you got individuals that do this at the end of the day. And Fernando Gonzalez, you are now you've always been outed. You're always been outed as a person that's committed fraud. So this is just another one to add to it. We'll be adding this to the blacklist also too. Thank you for your time. I have to go. I got to get outside and get ready to start setting up for measurements for another screen. God bless.